Hey guys, welcome to Trader Level 2 guide regarding the guns that I think that you should be buying and modding and running. So with the introduction of the new guns, the VSK 94 and the 9A91 gives you a lot of options with 9x39 SP5, which you unlock at Prapor Level 2 for 240 rubles a round. This round is really good. I put this at the #1 round to run at this trader level for a couple of reasons. The fire rate of the VSS, the VSK, and the 9091 is at 900 RPM versus the M4 is at 800. With the recent changes to recoil, these guns have little to no recoil, so you will actually eke out a bit more damage, even though SP5 on paper is not as good as something like M855. So I would definitely recommend you buy this. The VSSs are going for 40k for pretty damaged ones, but even some all the way up to 95 durability are still only 44k. The VSK is going on the flea for 64.5k, and the 9A91 is going for 40k for here's a 100 durability one for 44k. Just make sure that they have a stock. Some people will try to screw you over on the flea by removing the stock, and then these stocks themselves are going for 60k on the flea, so watch out for that. Also, the mags are a little expensive for these guns, but it's well worth it for the fire rate and for the ammo that packs such a punch. You will have to watch out with this ammo. It has a very low travel speed, so you'll find that you'll have to lead your shots a little bit more the further you get out. And these magazines here are about 20 to 30k for the VSS, but if you watch the flea, these manuals will usually go for 9 or 10k, so you can base it, and it's a 1-for-1 trade at Prapor Level 2 right here. So you do that, you basically get your mags for half price, nearly trader price at level 3. So the VSS, the modding would basically be just putting a dovetail mount on this, or the VSK, or the 9091 dovetail mount, your preferred sight, and then this B3 here, or some form of attaching a laser to the barrel. You don't really have to worry about modding it any other way. That's just for hipfire or for a light to be able to see. But that's my recommendation for the #1 slot of what you should be running at level 2 traders. These guns are insane. They perform really well. The next gun that I'm going to recommend would be the M4. The M4, you can get M856 you unlock. I wouldn't really recommend running this round. It's only got 18 pen and 64 damage, but if it's all you got, then it's decent, just because this gun has 800 RPM and little to no recoil. But if you have some extra M855, you find some, or you buy it on the flea, it's going for about 1,000 to 1,200 a round on the flea, so it's very expensive, but it performs really well. The M855 goes 31 pen and 57 damage, so very good gun. My third recommendation at this trader level would be the AK-74UN. You don't really unlock, or sorry, AK-74U variant or AK-74 variants, 545 AKs. You don't really unlock any good ammo for it, but this ammo is super abundant, and also you can buy it on the flea. So they've got, I recommend in this order, you run 545 PS, then 545 PP, 545 BT, and then 545 BP. So PS, we'll start with that one. It has 28 pen and 53 damage, and it goes for around 500 on the flea. Sometimes you can get it for 300. It just depends on the day in the market. PP ammo would be a close second. It's at 650 rubles a round, and its performance is 34 pen, 50 damage, so you're going to be doing a lot better against level 4 armor. BT, if you won't be able to buy this on the flea for whatever reason, it is 37 pen and 48 damage. You'll actually you'll cut straight through level 4. You'll struggle a little bit against level 5 until the third or fourth bullet or so, depending on the armor health that you're going up against and how many hits you have against it, how much armor damage is being done. And then the best round that I think you have access to on the Flea, BP, 1200 rubles a round, very much so worth it. It's sitting at 45 pen and 46 damage. You're going to be cutting through a lot here. You'll even start penetrating level 5. This is a very, very good round. And the AK-74 UN is very, very cheap to mod, suppress, and put sights on. The parts that you need for this, if you get the N variants, they have a dovetail. You can do the same thing that you do with the VSS here by putting a dovetail mount and then your preferred sight on top. My third recommendation is going to be the SR2 with PS ammo. This one's kind of tied with 9mm PST and 45 UMP. We're getting into the submachine guns, so these guns are not going to be as effective. The UMP round does really well. It has a lot of damage and a lot of aim punch. So that's one thing that is nice with it. So whenever you just get a lot of bullets on your target, they're just not going to be able to shoot back very well. This round is very, very toxic, and I think it'll come back into the meta like it was a couple of wipes ago. But 9x21, the 30 round mags are going for 80 to 100k, so I would run 20 round mags with this. That's why this one's kind of low on the list. You're not going to be able to have mags with very good capacity. But what is great, this gun is cheap. This round is cheap. It got nerfed since last wipe, so the stats now on this is 22 pen and 54 damage. It's going to really struggle against level 4, whereas before that's what was its strong suit. But again, 950 RPM is where this shines, so it's going to put a lot of bullets downrange very quickly, and you'll burn through your ammo quickly, which is another thing you got to worry about. So this is the build that I will be running on this gun. Just the Cobra sight that mounts to it, tactical laser device, whichever one. I prefer the Balder Pro because it's pretty affordable. It's got a flashlight, it's got a laser, the 20 round mags, and then the suppressor. The suppressor is going to run you 48k. It fluctuates usually between 20, 30, and all the way up to 50k, like this one here. But very decent gun, one of my favorites to run, usually with a sniper, whenever you're leveling sniper skill or trying to get sniper quests done. The next bullet that everybody's using right now is PST 9mm, because the builds that you can make with this, with these guns, have little to no recoil, even less than others, and just a fire, very, very fast rate of fire. So 9x19 PST, you're looking at 20 pen and 54 damage. You're going to struggle against level 4. This is to go shoot legs and heads, like many of the others in the level 1 trader video. But you look here, there are a few builds. So you would run like something like the PP19, the MPX, the MP5. I made a couple of presets just to show what I'll be running. This one's really good. It's not as fast fire rate as the MPX, so I'd recommend the MPX over this, but it just depends on price. This gun is cheaper. And again, you just run whatever suppressor you find cheapest on the Flea that works for this, your preferred tac device, and then I'm not bothering with running anything with decent recoil control, just because nothing has recoil right now, so I'm just picking whatever the best ergo is, and for me that's this RK6 here. So I've been putting that on a lot of my guns. The other gun that I recommend, the MPX, is gun is shredding. It also comes with these, I think they're 40 round mags, which is nice. But with this one, it's the same thing. Just find the suppressor that is cheapest. I think with the time that I made this build, this suppressor was the cheapest. Yeah, 26k for the Rotor 43. Your preferred one times, and then a tac device. Like these guns do not need to be modded very much, and that's one of the appeals of them. So you can suppress yourself so that you don't have the whole map running at you, and you get the fire rate of 850 RPM. And if you want to, you can even run drum mags in this thing, which makes it really, really, really strong. And then the last mention of level 2 traders. So this is the ammo that you unlock. You unlock it from Mechanic. It's 112 rubles a round. Since it got nerfed last wipe, it's not really as good as it was before. It's at 23 pen, 52 damage. And the other negative that it has against this is why it's so low in the tier list. The MP7 I wouldn't run 20 round mags like you would in the SR2. The 30 round mags are cheaper. They're about 30 or 40K, so that's one thing this has better than the SR2. But these mags are still extremely expensive, looking at 34K per mag. And this gun goes through a lot of ammo very quickly, and this ammo just really doesn't cut it, in my opinion. This or the SR2. Both are suffering from nerfs to their ammo in the last couple of wipes. As far as sights, some of the sights that you got to be able to build and put on your guns was this Monstrum Compact 2 2x. It's a very, very clean sight picture, and it's only 36K. The MRS you unlocked at level 1. You can put that on some of your guns. The Crechette is nice, clear hollow picture, but the housing on it is kind of meh. It's not one of my preferred sights. It is one of the nighttime sights, so it won't be too bright if you wear night vision, which is nice. And then I just recommend running the Cobra. Again, it's a housing issue. My favorite are the EOTechs or the Razor if they're not bugged, but I've been running a lot of the Burris Fastfire 3. This one here, it's a very, very small housing, pretty clean dot, and it doesn't like drift around whenever you're moving around, which is nice. It's not very floaty. But that is my recommendation for level 2 traders. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe. I also stream on Twitch and Kick, so follow me over there. Love you guys. Thank you. Bye.